So I'm looking right now and they just updated all the pictures and the title of this PC.
Oh, come on, I was doing so good.
Yeah.
Freaking styrofoam in the
Oh God.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toaster Bros, and today we got a computer from an eBay seller that has some pretty wild claims, such as this is an Epic Gaming 10-core 20-thread gaming PC.
As you see on screen here, this PC goes really crazy with it's an i9 10-core crazy title for a PC that's only $480. And before we even bought it, there were some issues with the description that I definitely took screenshots of because it was a very interesting process to get this PC, which we'll talk about. But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by Team Group and their Delta RGB DDR5 RAM. Today we are taking a look at the 32GB 6000 MHz kit. Team Group's Delta RAM delivers a refreshing visual experience and offers 120-degree ultra-wide RGB lighting. With strengthened PMIC cooling design, the RAM is highly efficient and stable. One great feature about the Delta RGB RAM is the Intel XMP 3.0 support, which allows for one-click overclocking. It also comes with a lifetime warranty and high-quality ICs selected for stability and reliability. With 32GB of Team Group Delta DDR5 at 6000 MHz, you can tackle any program or game with peace of mind. Check out the link down below for more info, and big thanks again to Team Group for sponsoring today's video.
So of course, I like shopping around eBay for very weird PCs, and this is one of them. It features a 10-core processor, but at first it looked like it featured a 10-core Xeon with a GTX 1650. Because the description of the eBay listing said GTX 1650, I was like, that's a little bit too good to be true, and I have a feeling it's not that good of a buy, so I'm gonna go and buy it anyways and see if it actually is what they say it is. But as soon as we bought it, I got a message from the seller saying, hey, our description is not accurate. You'll see that on screen here, this very long message basically saying we saw some errors in our orders and we wanted to make sure it was clear that this thing came with a Quadro K620, which is something we've seen a lot in eBay systems, but it still comes with that 10-core Xeon, which I'm very interested to see what it looks like. And it does come in a PV Prodigy, which if you guys know PC Bros Tech, that's a PC case we use a lot. So I'm interested to see if we got anything that this PC was advertised to be, because there is a chance that it's absolutely not the same thing, and I kind of want to know what that actually is when we open it up. So yeah, let's unbox it and see what's inside.
I feel like the specs are actually going to be mostly accurate. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of is they go hard with the pictures and the comparisons. As you guys probably know, we have a PC selling business, and we get that, you know what I mean? It's good to compare stuff because a lot of customers, they're not like Matt and I. They don't just know how everything performs and how similar or different parts are. And one of the things that they really went ham on is they're like, this Xeon is like an i9, which I'm just like, okay. But they're saying it's like a 7th gen i9, which I'm like, I didn't even know those existed. They sound like they're pretty wild card CPUs to me.
Pause right there. So I'm looking right now and they just updated all the pictures and the title of this PC. Now, let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. But we do have screenshots of the other ones. They actually show the Prodigy. This is definitely not even close to what it was before. One thing I forgot to mention too is it comes with 64 gigs of RAM.
And a 1TB SSD in Windows 11?
And it's still 486. So that's where I'm just like, this is a little freaky, but let's just keep going.
Yeah, it's weird. Now the PV Prodigy it holds our hearts, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I get jealous when I see another company use the Prodigy because it feels like it's our case. It's not, by the way. You can buy one all day. Ew, what is this? Is it here?
Oh, goodness
It feels
gracious.
like it has stuff in it.
Okay, so we got that. They did a good job packaging.
Anything in there?
Something sounds rattling.
Another thing too, this says WT, which I assume is like
P10, that's the model, so maybe.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. I was thinking Windows 10 Pro, and I was like, this says Windows 11 on it.
Yeah, the listing is, let's see, let me go back. It's the Imagine P10 gaming PC, but the title says NVIDIA Intel 10-core, 64 gigs of RAM, 1TB SSD, Fortnite, Windows 11.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan when, I mean, I guess that's just how eBay is. They have to use keywords, so whatever, but I'm not a big fan when they do that. It's just so clickbaity. I feel like a good sale, a good computer doesn't need to be super clickbaity. We got a really long message.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Esteemed customer, we are delighted to welcome you to Imagine PC's family and express our gratitude for your trust in our products. Okay, definitely weird. They do have their own contact basically saying, you know, don't use eBay support, please, like contact us first, which I get, you know, that makes sense. We get an HDMI cable. We get a power cord that is unwrapped.
Unwrapped, nice.
I think, oh no, it's a display port to HDMI adapter.
It's probably that Quadro might be just all display
Another
ports.
hair.
There's just hairs everywhere.
I think this isn't a restaurant. Okay, I do see a Wi-Fi adapter in there too. It kind of just fell to the bottom. One thing I would suggest for this company, if you're watching, is bag up that stuff, you know? This is funny. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we do forget to do that. It's not a huge deal. The good news is both of these cards are screwed in. So, okay, this motherboard is already screaming AliExpress.
It literally is an AliExpress board. Okay, I see.
You can buy these on eBay as well. People drop ship them, but I think that's how they're getting this computer to be so cheap. So you can actually buy a CPU motherboard RAM combo on AliExpress, which maybe we're gonna look, McAllister's gonna have to bother us and be like, guys, where is this? That's how he talks, by the way.
We'll find it.
We're gonna go on AliExpress, and I bet we can find this exact combo. It even has a Sama cooler on it. I don't know if that would come with the combo or not. 16 gig sticks of SK Hynix, and it really doesn't say the speed. So I mean, it's definitely ECC. You can tell,
like server RAM.
You can tell that by, if you look at just how many ICs this has on it, it's definitely some buffered ECC RAM.
It is an LGA 2011 board, so we're looking at probably some X99 Xeon or something, which...
Yeah, it looks like DDR3 for sure.
It could be one of those weird boards that uses DDR3.
It could be. Now we do in fact have a Quadra K620. Now that is the one that, isn't that supposed to be kind of like a 1650 or
it's a decent amount worse than a 1650.
Oh, is it? Okay, decent amount worse. That's not great. They messaged us, that's cool, but you almost have to wonder, do they just wait till someone buys it and then message, and you've already bought it at that point, so you're like, I don't want to have to go through like canceling the order, because sometimes you lose money doing that. So that could be a marketing strategy they do. Yeah, this is a pretty bad power supply. A PV, a Captain 550 watt. It's non-semi-modular, it's not even modular at all. It's 80 plus bronze user, even 80 plus white, because I don't even see a certification. They're not great power supplies. I mean, it's probably gonna be fine, let's be real, but it's just something we wanna point out, you know, just in case. I know we got a lot of power supply snobs, because we deal with it a lot, so hey, these guys gotta deal with it too. Oof.
It's a little bit of damage on the back here too, by the way.
Is there?
There's I see some there's a little scuff marks and stuff from shipping. Cable management is kind of non-existent.
Yeah, I see one zip tie, two, okay.
And two zip ties.
Yeah, definitely not great. I mean, it's not terrible. I already don't like this. We have an Apevia Prodigy, which uses Molex. By the way, we've come to accept this. You know, it's okay to have Molex for the fans. You just control it with this button up top. I don't like when you use ARGB along with that.
Is that just not plugged in?
No.
I was wondering, did it get unplugged or they just leave it unplugged?
I don't even see, there's no hub or anything here. So my guess is we're gonna turn it on. It'll either just be automatically RGB or it's not gonna have any lighting at all. Like it might just be static RGB.
The pictures show RGB, so they better not.
Let's turn it. Matt's gonna be pissed.
I'm gonna be.
He's gonna ask for oh my God, look at this. Fucking styrofoam in the
Oh God. Oh,
the lights flickered. This is good.
Okay, it's RGB, so it's probably just a controllable header.
It's static. And our quad gyro is spinning as well, so it looks like it probably works fine. Let me do a quick one over. Oh, it has a speaker.
Boop, boop, boop.
I don't see anything that appears to be plugged in wrong or anything. Everything looks good on it, in all honesty, so that's definitely good. They did use a team group, so I do love to see an actual, like, more name brand drive that we've seen before. The case, very trustworthy. We do like the Prodigies. It actually has real tempered glass. We like them very much, but you have to use them properly. We don't really recommend, because the problem is, if I want to change this RGB now, I really can't change the cooler unless I literally...
Well, it looks like the cooler, it's not on static, it's on demo mode, so it's not going to stay true RGB.
Yeah, so if you want to change the RGB, the heads up, you would... on your cooler, you would need something like one of these, like an actual, like a mini ARGB hub, or you'd need like a full-size one, like one of these. They're cheap. I mean, they're like 10 bucks, but it's just weird. It's kind of like, you know, in the dumbest way possible, I almost would have cut off that connector if I was going to use this cooler and put static RGB in the description. That's one thing that we're very adamant about. Don't sell a product saying like, oh, hey, you know, the fans can change colors when one of them can't, because it'll never match. And a lot of people go crazy about that.
Yeah, and I would say just on first impressions, the system as a whole with a Xeon and a Quadro, I mean, it'll game. I'm just wondering why they went 64 gigs of RAM. And
my guess is, just like I said, we need to remember to do
probably
this.
A combo.
McAllister and McAllister and YouTube watchers, you guys gotta remind us. I wanna see if we can find this combo on AliExpress, because I think we can. I think it's the only reason to have 64 gigs of RAM. There's no way they go out of their way to buy 64 gigs of ECC RAM to throw in this.
That's why I'm hoping it's not a scummy thing where, you know, new PC user sees a lot of RAM and they're always told like RAM makes your PC faster.
No,
we don't want it to be that.
The whole listing is scummy. The way that they changed it and then messaged us, and they changed it for the worst. It'd be different if it got better or the same. I mean, who cares? Don't even tell us. But the fact that it got quite a bit worse, they didn't give us a partial refund, right?
Nope.
No partial refund or anything, and they just lowered the specs and then said, here you guys go, cool, we're still happy, like, you know, you guys get what you get. It's just a little scummy to do, a little scammy, and also, like Matt's saying, people that don't play games a lot, they see RAM, that's all they think about. They're just like, oh, lots of RAM means good gaming, and that's just not a good thing to do. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna go ahead and get some games downloading on it. Like Matt said, I think we're gonna be able to play some games with it, maybe even some AAA titles. We'll see just how well it compares to some other like Xeon combos we've done in the past. All right, guys, we're playing Apex Legends to start off. I just want you, okay, first of all, the sensitivity. I want you guys to see just what it looks like trying to do 1080p lowest settings, and we're gonna have to adjust because this is like...
I don't know if he's gonna be able to play like this.
Yeah. Should I just give it a go?
Yeah, just give it.
I'll try to get one kill with it.
Just try to get one kill. We might have to restart the recording and change the resolution, but that's fine. We can do that real quick. Because, if you... Oh man.
All right. Let's see if I can just change it.
Yeah,
1080p is just not. I wish that one thing Apex doesn't have is downscaling. All right, so it's 720p lowest settings. Where I mean, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. The fact that this PC is close to $500 at this point, and it's just not worth it for these specs. I mean, the system looks cool, which is good, but you know, we did the math in this system in terms of actual value. Like, you could build it yourself right now. We did find the combo on AliExpress, which McAllister will put on screen, but you could build this for like a little over, like about $200 to $300. You could build it yourself. So, I mean, yeah, the company has to make money, so them charging, you know, like I'd say more like $425 would be a little more fair. But you know, like $500 just.
I don't even think it should be deemed a gaming PC, to be honest. Like,
not like
it's just not like this. 720p all low, like it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And like Matt was saying, it's, I mean, because I was horribly mistaken too. I thought this car was better than, I don't memorize the quadro cards. Quadro cards are weird, so we don't really keep those in mind. But the way I look at it is, this system was advertised as gaming with the 1650, but everything else stayed the same, so that's good. But the problem is, we're talking about $180 card versus a $20 card. Like, that's how bad this car is. It's worth about 20 bucks.
And just look at the CPU, GPU usage. We dropped the 720p, which makes the CPU work a little bit more, but we're still only getting 10, 12% usage on this CPU.
Yeah.
I really didn't want it to be true, but it just does seem like they're really honing in on the 64 gigs of RAM and 10 cores, making it seem like it's an amazing gaming PC. So, yeah, sure. Oh, now you're gonna...
I got him.
You did it. Let's go.
Oh, come on. I was doing so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you just shoot enough times, you're bound to hit someone.
Hey. Dubsky.
You know what? We won, but I don't feel like we won.
Yeah, I feel like we won. So, yeah, Apex, again, was on the list of a game that they recommend you get this PC for, and not a good experience. Let's see if Fortnite's any better. All right, guys, we are now in Fortnite, and as you can tell, not much better. We're gonna go ahead, you know, I'm gonna leave it as is right now, but these are the settings we're running. Let me go back real quick. Performance settings for lower graphical systems. All low, pretty much all low, 1080p, and yeah, we're kind of struggling a little bit. We're not even getting 30 FPS in the battle bus, so again, this is such a crazy bottleneck. That Quadro K620, incredibly bottleneck. Even in this game that's more CPU dependent, it's still reaching 94 to 95% usage on that Quadro. It's a $20 graphics card. I mean, it is what it is. It's not designed for gaming. We used it in like a $100 PC, and that was like almost a year ago, back when times were tough and it's hard to get budget graphics cards, but prices have changed a lot, and I really feel like you can get something way better for the price now. Yeah, inside we're getting close to 60 FPS, but I imagine once I step outside, we'll see if textures are loaded in a little bit better. It's probably gonna be below 60 again. It was getting like 30 FPS. Yeah, so we're down to 50, 52. And it's very jarring when any computer will dip below 60 like that. It just makes it for, honestly, an unplayable experience in my opinion, because you just go back and forth. It's very chunky. All right, here we go, 3D resolution. 25%, baby. Hit apply. Oh, look. Oh, that's how you get. Oh, look at this. Smooth, baby. Oh, this is smooth. I respect it. You know what? It's playable now. I take everything back. I'm just kidding. You can't see anything. Like, how am I supposed to like find anybody to shoot at? McAllister, come here. Get in here. Just give me your review of this Fortnite experience. This is what it takes. This is what it takes, baby.
I've seen this on a Game Boy.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting used to it. Like, it doesn't look bad anymore.
If you squint or have bad eyesight, put on your glasses, you'll see that's terrible.
Let me turn it back on and you'll see the difference.
And did you
been? Ah!
You're getting shitted at.
Okay, who the? Oh! Ah!
Oh, they hit their shots.
J Ballin 420 be hitting shots, but yeah, Fortnite, I don't know, you all saw what's going on there. It was pretty freaky in my opinion. So Yeah, what we're gonna go ahead and do, as always with these systems, we like to run them through some built-in benchmarks and some other higher end games. I added Rainbow Six Siege just to see, in terms of esports, if it has any more headroom. I imagine we probably will get close to 60 FPS, but not exactly 60. And then I threw Cyberpunk in there. I won't even bash the company for this because there's no way they advertise that it plays it, but we're gonna run it just so you guys can see. And from there, we'll wrap this video up real quick and we'll try to understand what's going on with this computer.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this gaming PC, and the main thing is we just don't like how they changed up the add on us at the last second. They've changed it multiple times since then as well, and on top of that, that K620 is just such a bad choice. I mean, like we were saying, go with the cheaper AliExpress motherboard CPU combo that doesn't seem super clickbaity and get something like a 960 or just any better graphics card.
And what I'm thinking with this one, we normally don't do this, but it might be worth, if you guys are interested, upgrading the graphics card in this thing and fixing this system for another video, just seeing what the full potential is of that combo, because if they went with something a little bit different, they probably could have yielded a much better overall system. So let me in the comment section down below if you're interested in that. But if you want to see this PC and other PCs they sell on eBay, check out the link in the description down below. Most likely won't be affiliate links because we don't like to put affiliate links for systems that we really don't recommend, but we'll leave some alternate suggestions in the description down below that will be affiliate links if you are shopping for a gaming PC.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So like Matt said, we will probably be upgrading the system so that you guys can get something that's pretty good and actually really well playable out of the box. So check out PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech, gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and so much more, especially merch. You gotta get that merch, and if you use code ToastyBros2 on checkout, you'll save 2% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.